This is my first time using this DEEPCOOL AIO, and there's one thing that I need to say right now. I absolutely love the way they daisy chain their fans. It makes cable management so much easier, and it just makes it look much better because it is so easy. One thing to note about this, for some reason, it took me a long time to figure out how to change the Aio colors. And the reason that you can't change the Aio colors, because unfortunately, at least from what I can tell, you need a fan hub. I could not, so the ASUS application was not recognizing the AIO and to change the colors. All of the other applications for the RGB that I installed on this computer, because unfortunately, when you have a computer with RGB, you need like 4 different applications. I'm not going to get into that territory because I'll start complaining a bunch with that. But either way, the Corsair application would not recognize it. The ASUS application would not recognize it. The Galax application for the 4070 that in this build would not recognize it. None of the applications would recognize it. So what I did is I went and I got one of the hubs from a set of up here fans, literally my favorite fans for computer builds. I don't need it for this one, so I didn't install the fans in this computer because there are 2 fans in the bottom of the height case, and then the AIO comes with 3, and then I just had 2 other extra fans from previous builds that I just installed here. But I couldn't figure out how to change the AIO. And when I just figured I would try to connect it to a fan hub and see if that would allow me to do it, and that worked. So I'm just, as a quick note, just for people that may be confused and can't figure that out, that was the only way that I was able to do it myself personally. So yeah, either way, performs well, keeps the 7600X. Cool. This is my first time using this AIO, so I haven't tested it with like a 7950X 3D or a 13900K or anything like that. But for what it is, looks really cool, looks futuristic, fits that that cyborg AI type of themed computers, kind of like the theme of this computer. I call this the Height Y60 computer that we just built. I call that Cyborg Yeti. That's what I call this computer. It's what it looks like. It's what it reminds me of. So yeah, the AIO is really cool. The way you connect it is really neat. If you can't figure out where you're supposed to plug the fans in, it's because they literally connect together. So make sure that you install those correctly so that you don't have a bunch of cables showing in the front of your case, or have to spend another extra 5 minutes unscrewing all of the fans that you screwed down because they're not plugged in right. So yeah, forgot to say to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment.
I hate saying it just as much as you probably hate me saying it, but if I do not say it, like 1% of you will actually do it.
Like, subscribe, leave a comment, all that good stuff.